after that.
That's fine. Day 5, 365-day challenge. This is my best friend Michelle. We're at her bachelorette. Michelle, what are we talking about today?
We're gonna talk about
love. Love. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see.
V is very,
Why did I choose
very
D that way?
I don't know.
Extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love.
Is all that.
Okay, so love.
Love is everything, right?
All you need is love.
How you love your job, how you love your life, how you love your spouse, your partner, your family.
Tell me, what do you love the most about Romark? Let's get in here close. It's loud. I want to make sure people can hear.
Okay. What I love most about Romark is his openness to growing as a human. I feel like that's number one. Even like recently, me, Lizzie, and Romark had like a lunch, and like they were chatting about business stuff, and he kind of like came up against.
He was trying to fight me, and I was like, "No, fool, you need to listen."
There was a little bit of resistance.
Yes. But wait, come this way. It's loud. Hang on. It's cool. We're keeping it real. Keeping it real. Okay. Resistance.
There was a little resistance, but what I really loved was like there was a moment where he was resistant, but then like Lizzie, being the person that she is, was able to like still communicate. And Romark, with the work that he's done, he was able to like listen and like take a step back and truly listen and listen to what she had to say, what she had to offer, and not be resistant to that.
He's coachable.
To be coachable,
Yeah.
and that's really what I love most, because life is gonna go how life is gonna go, and everything's gonna throw whatever it's gonna throw at us. But like, what's so important is to be coachable and to be open.
And it's coachable to every single thing in life, because it's about every single person on this planet has something to offer, and every single person that is in your space has something to teach you. And when we have our egos in the way, we're not able to learn. And so almost in a sense of saying, oh, someone is coachable, it means that they're able to put their ego aside and be humble and like be able to grow. And I feel like when you're building love with someone, and that's what it is, like love is cultivated, and you have to have someone who literally is willing to check that at the door, like, and then be able to say like, okay, what can I learn here? Like, how can I? And
what was so exciting, I don't know, I really loved it because watching it, like I've seen it with him and me, but then I actually got to witness it and see him be like, resistant
he was
for
starting
a second.
He was starting to get feisty, Romark, and I was like, oh hell no.
But like, I love it because both you and Romark were able to like still be like calm and cool and in control. Even when he was trying to be resistant, he was still in control.
And even me, I get heated.
Totally.
Like we
That's
both
what I'm
have
saying.
really strong personalities, and we could easily butt heads. Yet at the same time, we both are coming from a space of love.
And like almost like an observant way of like being like, okay, this is how I'm reacting. Let me take a step. And like for me, being able to witness that, I love that like moment, because this is why I'm marrying someone that's able to be coachable.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing is like you have to really question, you're like, where am I coming from? So we're always coming from two emotions. We're either coming from love or we're coming from fear.
It's true.
And there's really no right or wrong. Like I always kind of think of fear as like your buddy. It's like your homie that's reminding you like, hey, yo, like this way is not going to work. So, and it's easy because fear wants to reel you in.
Yeah.
But when you kind of look,
your friends
I know. I think of fear. I'm like, you know what?
She's there for you.
Yeah, like
But then sometimes you gotta look at her and be like,
she's the timid friend where she's like,
minute.
girl, I don't know about this, and then you step into
they're
love.
not your friends.
And then you're
They're
like,
not
I got
here
this.
for you.
Yes.
And you're like, shit, no, they are here for me because they're telling me the truth.
Yeah. Well, and I think fear is also a guide to either one, maybe a place that you really do want to go, and you're
afraid to.
Well, because fear is like, I learned this in a self-defense class actually. Fear is the unknown. So like when we don't know what to expect, that's fear. And I learned in the book In the Meantime that love this book, that the opposite of love is fear. So originally I was like, oh, the opposite of love is like hate. But no, the opposite of love would be fear.
Yeah.
So, anyways, love, like tying in with that, let's keep moving this way just because I do feel like we're loud. And, you know, people that do want to watch this, I want them to have a good, can hear us and not be like, these
Yes.
two humans
Yes.
are annoying.
Not annoying.
Oh, there's bunk beds in here. I haven't even
bunk
taken
beds in
a tour of this Airbnb
Really
yet.
great. It's really great.
Yes. Okay. So, anyways, let's go back out this
Being
way.
the light. Being the light. Being
So-
the light. Find your light.
With
Fear.
well, I feel like, okay, so with love, when we step into a space of love, so if this is what we're going to talk about today, right? So we're talking about love because obviously this one is going to get married. We're here for her bachelorette. We're in Palm Springs / La Quinta. Love literally is, I think, trusting. You give trust that your life is happening for you. You give trust and faith that wherever you're at is exactly where you need to be. And when we do go into a space of fear, which is natural, life is like completely yin and yang, that fear is the guide to remind you either one, what you're up to, or two, help you to again, check ego, be able to step back into trust, or it literally, they say what you want is what you fear the most usually, right? So if you're fearing it, it might actually be because that's actually what's really, really deep in your heart.
Yeah.
So it's a great guide to look at.
Sure.
And now I feel like we're focused on fear, but the focus here is supposed to be love, right? And I feel like most people, I actually had an ex. So two things, right, from ex-boyfriends, right? So I have mad gratitude for my ex-boyfriends.
Me too.
Thank you. You all are
Love
great
y'all.
humans. One ex-boyfriend told me love is cultivated. And I love that because you do. You choose it, you create it. And another person said too that every single human just wants to feel accepted. And when we really can love people for who they are and we really truly accept them for who they are and we're not trying to change them or manipulate it or whatever, that is one of the greatest gifts that you can give people. And I truly believe that if anyone is watching this that wants to manifest love in their life, I could tell you I got a million things that I could talk about on this because love is
Her main.
that is my
Jive.
thing. If I had a master's,
This is her
if I had a
jive.
master's degree in life,
100%.
it would be love.
I literally always talk about relationships and things because I'm a flight attendant, so
Yeah.
I'm having jump seat therapy with people. I literally always bring this one up because I really do. I do because she's shifted my life in ways that I couldn't even be thankful for.
Yes.
But when I even
Ditto.
met my future husband, I remember being very conscious of who am I being every day? I want to be the person that I would want to meet, not in a love relationship of husband way, but just as a person way, because we were out in the world meeting people, working with people that are up to big things, that want to adventure, want more for themselves. I want to show up as that person that person would want to attract.
Yes, and that's the thing. So if you want a certain type of person, it's not about you going out and seeking that person. It's actually about you becoming the type of person that's going to attract that type of person. And that almost in a sense sometimes just sounds so redundant, but really it's always about you. So every single thing in your life, you literally are attracting it. So, and if there's something in your life that isn't working, I don't want you guys to beat yourself up about it. It's just okay, well, there's something in my being that's bringing that space in. So if you want to manifest love, if you want to manifest relationships, if there's anything that you want to create, really it's about getting clear on who is that person,
Yeah.
what is the energy that they radiate, and really you want to get on that same level. So when I was manifesting my husband, I was the simplest concept. I want someone who works out. Okay, so if I want someone who works out, I look at myself. Do I work out? I want someone who eats healthy. Do I eat healthy? I literally wrote in my list, I was I want someone with a six-pack. And my husband has a six-pack, and he is so fine, okay? But I was do I have a six-pack? No. So then it was okay, who do I need to be able to step into that space? And that's kind of on the surface level and really petty stuff, so to say, to be honest. But in reality, when you really start thinking about it, you're I want someone who's a leader. I want someone who inspires people. I want someone who is X,
Close
Y,
to
and Z.
their family.
Close to their family, whatever
Are
it
you
is.
close to their family?
Are you building your relationships? Are you amending things if you need to? Who are you being in the world? It really is all about you. Yes, girl. So anyways, look at that. Have fun with it. I'm going to keep this kind of short. What are we, about 10 minutes? But this is day 5, celebrating my girl, Michelle Marks, one of my best friends. I met her at cheer camp, and I gave her the all-star ribbon. And then we went to Korea, and we danced
And
together.
I was like,
We've traveled all around the world together.
Day.
I call her my wifey, and so Remark, you're lucky because you're stealing my wife. Anyways, yes, love is one of the most amazing things, and I will talk more about that in the future. But
Be
cheers.
love if you want love.
It is. It's all about being. Who do you get to be today? And I do that a lot. Even when I feel like there's any bumps in the road in my marriage or anything, I don't think, oh, my husband is being this way and blah, 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 whatever. I think, okay, like, where do I need to shift?
Yeah.
And I think to myself, thank you, husband. Like, if there's something that's triggering me and it's pissing me off, I'm like, thank you, because right now you're helping me get to
Grow.
practice who I want to be and how I want to show up in the world.
Ooh.
And I think to myself, too, I think, who do I get to be as your wife? How can I love you more? How do I add value to this relationship? So anyways.
It's a real lesson. Not even just with your like a significant other, but like in life. Because
Yeah.
I'm a flight attendant, so like people sometimes trigger
Yeah.
me. But it's like such a great lesson where I can think, okay, who do I need to be?
Yeah.
Because who was I being? Not very nice.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, you attract what you are. So if you
Yeah.
run into somebody who's being a little beha, as my friend Heather Fong would say, a beha, you think, well, maybe I'm kind of throwing that energy out right now. So
Probably.
you take responsibility in that.
Yeah.
But anyways, love you guys, and cheers to love and
Yeah.
all the amazing things. And I'm going to go celebrate with my friends. Okay? Bye.